Right, so we've gone a little bit further now. This is part two. So this is part two of the SilverStone LD03, and actually I forgot to put down that it's a Lucid series, which is Silverstone's little series of little cases. But we're going to talk more about that. I'm really quite impressed with this case. I've left it on for a whole week after a review without doing anything and just letting it do its thing, and it's basically silent. It is super silent. It's a perfect gaming computer case. But we're going to go a little bit further and then obviously stress test the CPU and the GPU inside as well. So let's talk about the actual case itself. So if we've got the Lucid LD01B Micro ITX case. So this is obviously a smaller case, a bit like that one. And I think this looks really quite beautiful little case this is. It's got see-through glass panels and stuff like that. Very simple design. Really digging this case. I think it just looks really nice. I'm guessing the way that it's laid out, so you can put in like 3 mechanical hard drives, the bigger ones, and you can put SSDs in there as well. The cable management looks good. It's got a nice sort of strap. It just looks very boxy and very simple, very clean, and something you can put on the desk. But I'll probably test that one out as well because I want to see what that's like. It's got USB 3.1, but we've got the UK version, and we're looking for this version, which is the Lucid LD03 case by Silverstone. As you can see, it just looks very bog standard, and then you look at it and you're like, oh wow, it's got like little flares everywhere. What's this going to be like? And then what caught my eye is the light inside the case. I was thinking, oh, this looks pretty cool. And then I saw this and I was like, oh wow, no, this is looking good. I need to speak to Silverstone and see what they're going to send over. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, where am I going to put everything? I don't know where to put anything in. And now it's completely built. So I've got Thermaltake RGB, addressable RGB fans in there, big white CPU air cooler in there as well, which is the smaller version. I'll leave all the links in the description down below so you can have a look and purchase. But the main thing is the case itself. Oh yeah, I've got a GTX 1070 graphics card in there as well, and obviously a 6700K, 16 gigabytes of RAM. I don't even have RGB RAM in there. Oh, and I've also got a Silverstone power supply, but it's a sick case. I really do like it, as you can hear. Nothing. So the whole point about it, it's like £100 entry level. If you pair it up with, what have I got? I've got 2 fans in there. 120 at the top, 120 at the top, 120 at the bottom. I've got a power supply towards the back, and I've got the graphics card. Everything is exhausting upwards, taking cool air in and going upwards. It's proper mad. Whoever thought about this case, it's got your challenges, but it's like once you've done it, it's like wow. And it's so they really thought about how to get your hands in. If you've got big hands, it's gonna be really hard to get your hands in there. No, they really thought about it, and it's simple. It's really quite cool. All the cables lock underneath really well, because I've had some other cases when you put stuff like that to make it look nice, all the cables get in the way. It looks super cool. Love it. So all we're going to do is we're going to go into Ada 64, and at the moment I've had it on for a little while. So everything like the CPU is all at 34, 31 and 32. The motherboard is at 30, Samsung M.2 is at 39 degrees, and the motherboard's at 41 degrees. So everything else, which is just weird, all at the bottom. Now we're going to ramp it up. So I'm not stress testing the GPU, just like the CPU, and keeping it cool and stuff in there, and see how we get on. So I'm going to leave this running for an hour and see what happens. So at the moment, 100%. Is it going to, can't really hear anything going up yet. First CPU's at 65 and 62, and all the rest are like really quite low. Okay, it doesn't even sound any louder. What I'm going to do, I'm going to stop it, because I should have done this first. So I should go into where do I need to go? I need to go to desktop, this computer, control panel, and I need to Make large icons, go to power options and go from balance recommended to higher performance. Exit out of that. Now let's ramp it up. Okay, we're at 400% and the computer doesn't sound any louder. Okay, normally whenever I do this, the computer starts ramping up within the first few seconds. But nothing. I'm sorry, but this is a little bit weird considering it's not even an AIO water cooling or custom water cooling loop or anything like that. Yet, I'm only hitting a maximum 64 degrees at the moment. Okay. As you can see, 100% full load. Obviously, I haven't got the graphics card going. Anyway, we'll leave this on for an hour, see what happens. Well, I have to recommend this case with 100% certainty. Other than the GPU, because I haven't got the graphics card going on at the same time to dissipate heat inside the case, well, I've got one NVMe in there, or M.2, and that's only going at about, what's that, 49 degrees. And then obviously the motherboard is probably about 49 degrees as well. Yeah, 49 degrees. And the CPU is hitting like 60 degrees max. And it's been over an hour and nearly 10 minutes. And as you can hear, exactly the same. It's not even ramped up or anything like that. So I've got to highly recommend it. And then I'm going to obviously do a few more videos on this case, like gaming and all that sort of stuff, because I want to see if it's going to ramp up any more. Obviously, when you're doing a stress test, it's 100%, and 100% means that everything should be going on, but I didn't put the GPU on there because I'll have to update the graphics card. But it would be nice to know for another test how it works. This 6700K, and it's got the RAM. It's a decent computer, to be honest with you, and it's only hitting that. That's ridiculous. So I 100% recommend this case. Go and buy it now. It's £100, definitely worth it. If you can find the right motherboard that'll fit in there, like an ITX, go for an AMD scenario, and you should be really happy because this is awesome. But then again, what have I got in there? I've got a 6700K Intel CPU, and it does run hotter. We'll have to do some more tests, but this is awesome. So like the video, subscribe, share, follow me on all social media platforms. Check out links in the description down below where you can buy it from Amazon, everything I've talked about in this video. Definitely 100% recommend it. Copy this computer if you really want to, because this is super silent. This would be great for gaming. So if I'm doing video editing, gaming, everything like that, it's not going to make any difference because I'm running it at 100%. Other than I need the graphics card to see how that ramps up, but it's a GTX 1070. Okay, see you next one. Thanks for watching. Roger and out. Leave a comment down below.